So first off, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into my channel once again. Welcome back. If you're already a subscriber, simply gang, you know how we do in this thing. Today's video is specifically tailored towards mental health while in medicine. So most oftentimes people do not talk about the realization of being stressed, having anxiety, the different pressures that comes along with being in medicine, and having to have that burden of taking care of somebody else and taking on those responsibilities. So today I want to, one, share with you guys my story and how I've been coping, and two, also I want to tell you guys about something that I did that I hope that can help many other people all over the world, all over the country, nursing and medical students alike. I just really want to help others. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So for me personally, I did a career change. So I changed from hospitality and tourism, which is hotel management, and now I'm doing nursing. Nursing has been a passion of mine for a very long time, many years, and I just decided to go ahead and step out on faith and do it. Since I've decided to step out on faith and do it, it has been one of the most nerve-wracking and challenging experiences that I have ever faced. There have been many blessings along the way, like, I have a video and I'll go ahead and link it up here in the cards, but I do have a video where I tell you guys about how I received the scholarship for nursing school and the fellowship, and then I also give you guys tips and tricks on how you can do the same thing, because I basically received it and I didn't even know I was doing nothing. So if you actually put your mind to it and focus, I'm pretty sure you can get it too, for real. So that happened, and a lot of you may know, because I have a video on this as well, my mother passed away in 2019, and it has been a serious stretch and a struggle mentally. It's been very mentally taxing because I helped do direct care for my mom. And it's one of the main reasons why I wanted to go into nursing and help out others. And so now it's been an active struggle. And I've literally seen myself freak out and panic and have anxiety attacks when I normally wouldn't do that. Like, these things normally wouldn't take place. So the thing that has helped me so far right now, because I am still, in the early stages, I'm just starting nursing school, but what has helped me so far has been, one, the act of journaling, writing things out, writing them down, and this is a daily thing for my mental health, because I've realized that if I don't write it down, if I don't get it out, or say for instance, if I don't have a significant other or a friend or somebody to talk to, if I don't get it out, then it stays in, and I have a tendency to overthink. I'm a very analytical person, so I have a tendency to overthink, overanalyze, and I'm like, oh, I could have did this, or oh, I could have did that, or what's going on, like, what am I doing for real, right? So that has really been helping me. Also, another thing that has really been helping me is self-care. I know people say self-care all the time. It's so cliche now, if you want to say that, but in reality, y'all, self-care is necessary. Like, when I was doing hotels, with hospitality and tourism, I wasn't as focused on self-care like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I would always have my nails and feet and hair done and stuff, and dress well, and take care of myself, like hygiene, all that type of stuff, of course. Yes, but that's not the self-care that I'm talking about. In nursing, it's a different level of self-care, okay? Self-care in the form of being silent, being still, proper rest, sleep, meditation, working out. I know you may not think that's a self-care thing, but it is a self-care thing. I didn't think it was either, because I was like, baby, I'm too tired. Anybody got time for all of that? But working out is essential to your self-care, especially if you're doing anything that has to do with medicine, because you trying to make sure these people stay healthy and survive and stuff. And if you ain't doing the same for yourself, the hell, you gonna be sitting right next to them. Only difference is you gonna be the nurse and they gonna be looking at you like, why you here? The hell? So that's very, very important. Also, another self-care tool. Nursing school can be expensive. I'm personally in an ADN program, and so it's cheaper than your regular BSN program. But even still, it can be expensive. Like, I have a full-time job and I'm doing nursing. So it can be very hectic. It can, be very time consuming, very taxing, because you have to understand how to prioritize your time, how to make sure that you're getting everything that you need from your full-time job, so you be able to pay bills and take care of expenses and things. And then on the same end, you also want to make sure you have everything you need on the school end, so you don't fall behind or be behind the mark, making sure that you're staying on task and being up to date with everything. So that's been very important. So with all of that being said, I decided to step out on faith. As you guys know or may not know, but you can also check in the description cards down below. I have the link to my website where I have my venting services for those who are in medicine, or even if you're not in medicine, if you need to get some off your chest, if you just need someone to talk to, somebody to vent to, I have that linked in my website down below with the services that I do offer. I also have my book linked below as well, and I will also have my journal that I'm telling you guys about now linked below as well. So the journal that I created, you guys, is called Peace and Medicine, and it's basically Peace and Medicine You Are Able. The reason why I created this journal was because I had too many friends, too many professional colleagues, too many associates that I seen that were like, well, I mean, it's medicine. It's going to be crazy. Like, of course, I'm going to be stressed. Of course, I'm going to be this. Of course, I'm going to be that. You don't have to be anything that you don't want to be. Okay. And so that was the significance behind me creating a journal entitled Peace and Medicine. Now, within Peace and Medicine, you have a self-care tracker, a savings tracker, pages for journaling, a billing tracker, and you also have a segment that I put at the end, which is your dream journal. Now, the reason, and you also have the career planner as well. Now, the reason why I set up the journal like this is because if you are a medical student, if you are a nursing student, or you are a hygienist student, a dental student, it doesn't matter. If you're in the medical field, it's a huge spectrum. If you're within the medical field, my journal, Peace and Medicine, will help you out tremendously. And I'm only saying this because I've already done it myself. Okay. It gives you basically, the first page is a career plan. So your journey that you're on right now. Okay. If you are doing nursing right now, you're in the nursing program. You can be in an ADN program, a BSN program. Write down your career plan line by line, where you're going. Why do I say this? I say this because it's good for you to see. Right? Because the subconscious doesn't know the difference between what we see and what our actual reality is. So if you're already making it plain, you writing those things out, the things that you are going to strive for and head towards, you write those things out, write them down and make it plain so you can clearly see what's going on. You write that down. It helps put you in the lineup of what you need to do. It helps you prioritize. It helps you categorize, right? It helps you lay out a blueprint of where you're going, where you're at, and how you need to get there, right? After that, you have some pages for simple journaling. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier when I was like, it's good for you, you finish school, get off work, or maybe you had a stressful exam day. Maybe, clinicals were a trip. You need to write that down. Get it out your system. Get it out, right? And once you wrote it down, because once again, we have to remember that we have HIPAA violations. So we can't always call and talk to somebody about something like that. You get what I mean? But If you have a journal, you can write those things down and lock it away, put it in a safe or something like that, and you won't be in violation because you're not sharing any of that information. Also, the reason why I have the savings tracker and the bills tracker in there, it is so important for your mental health, for your sanity, for your peace of mind. If you know where your money is going while you're in school, while you're working. I say this personally because I work full time and go to school full time. And honey, sometimes you be spending like, okay, I gotta get this. Okay, I gotta get this. Oh dang, I gotta get that. You be spending and not realizing you're not saving no money. You're not saving nothing. And in reality, what are you spending your money on? If it's not your books, if it's not, scrubs, different things that you may need for school or rent, things like that, what are you spending your money on? If you want to go on trips and do things like that, you save adequately. That's why I have the savings tracker in there as well. But it's like being mindful of your spending habits, understanding, how your money is going. So that way, if you fall or you see yourself in certain instances where it's like, okay, your money a little funny, or like, man, you getting low on funds, you will know already how many hours you need to pull in, right, at work in order for you to balance out your book for the month. That's the reason why I put that in there. Also, with the dream journal, I put the dream journal in there because most oftentimes, I know personally with me dealing with anxiety, when I would fall asleep, I would have these very lucid, vivid dreams, right? And I would wake up like, oh my goodness, like it was a surreal experience. And there's like a 1 to 2 minute gap where I remember everything that happened. That's that time where I could write it down in my journal. The reason why it's significant to write down your dreams in a dream journal is because sometimes your dreams give you a clue or a hint to something that may be happening in your life, and you may not be able to receive that information while you're awake, and your dreams help you to receive it and understand what's going on and what's happening around you, and then you can decipher your dream and find out exactly which road you need to take. So that was the significance in me putting that there as well. So I say all of this to say, guys, it is so important when you're studying nursing, when you're in med school, when you're studying medicine, period. Peace of mind is very important. We already have the pressures of the healthcare field. We have the pressures of our co-workers. We have the pressures from our professors. We have the pressures from, everybody. Clinical instructors, everybody we have the pressures from. The only way that we're able to properly do our job to the best of our ability and make sure that we're providing the best of care is if we properly take care of ourselves on a mental, spiritual, and physical level. That's so important. And I believe, honestly, I can say I took it for granted at the beginning. I completely did not understand. But last week, I found myself sitting in a dark corner, depressed, having bad anxiety, and just crying. Not sure why I was crying, not sure where the tears were coming from, but I was crying. And when it came down to it, I was overwhelmed. I was mentally unstable and overwhelmed because I'm working full time. I have my own business on the side, and I'm going to school full time and trying to be a full time, nursing student. That can be very hectic. It can be very, very hectic. And especially with us being in a pandemic and it being like COVID and all of these things, that can be so hectic and draining on you mentally if you don't have necessarily a certain support system that can, support you mentally. If you're just doing it by yourself, I'm doing it by myself now. And that is a choice that I made to do it by myself, just for me to prove to myself that I can do it by myself. And so that's what I'm currently doing. But it's very, very important. Within that, I learned the true importance of taking care of my mental health, and making sure that I'm good. Because if I'm not right mentally, I can't study properly. I can't, do clinicals properly. I can't properly, you know, read charts, do valves or anything like that, do case studies. I can't do any of that if I'm not in the right mental headspace. So I just wanted to come on here and give you guys that little tidbit, and of course let you guys know about my new journal that is currently available right now on Kindle for the ebook version, and by Friday it will be available for the hard copy if you would like to purchase it on Amazon as well. I'll go ahead and put it right here so you guys can see what it looks like. And thank you so much for tuning into my video. I appreciate you guys. I won't lie, y'all know I always keep it real deal Holyfield with y'all. This first semester of nursing school has been a struggle. It's been a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of crying. I have a few videos coming up that, baby, it's just gonna give y'all all the tea because it's been a lot going on. But thank you so much once again for tuning into my channel. I will be continuously posting videos, being more consistent about that. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until I see y'all next time. Simply gang gang. We in this thing. Later.